Hey y'all, my name is Babbles, and welcome back to Skyblock. So, in the last video, I just started some early farms, cobblestone generator, and I traveled out to the jungle island to pick up some cocoa beans for bone meal. And as the nights passed, I've just been gathering resources, chopping down trees, grinding some cobblestone, and I've decided it would be really nice to be able to sleep through the night. So I think for today, I'm going to start out by building a very simple mob spawning platform, not even a farm yet, just a place where they can spawn. So I think I'm going to start from here, and I'm just going to make a little pathway. I'm going to make it a little wider so it'll be a little more safe. Okay, and now I'm going to take some full blocks and I'm just going to make a little platform. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up some walls, and I'm going to be a little bit conservative with my cobblestone usage, just so I can make it farther with more blocks. All right, and I've already run out of that, so I'm going to come and get some more. Luckily, I have some saved up. Okay, so before I put the top on, I think I'm just gonna make the place where I can sit and swipe at them. So for that, I think I'm actually going to drop this down just a little bit and hope I can save. Nope, that's gone. It's fine. Okay. Okay. What I want to do is I want to drop this down so I can kind of swipe at their feet without risking getting hurt myself. But actually, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to make a couple of gates. We'll start with one, but I just want to have this here so I can easily get in and out without the mobs getting through. Okay. And I might, for now, just put a block over that and then drop this down one more. Because if I'm eye level with the skeletons, they'll be able to shoot me, and I really don't want that to happen. But if I'm here, I can just swipe. Oop. Didn't mean to do that, but that's all right. Because we can just take some cocoa beans, put them in the composter, and bone meal. And that's another renewable source of food. Okay, so I have now covered the platform and I did put a torch on top so that mobs will spawn in there and not up there. So what I'm really hoping for is some spiders. Eventually, I do want to get some zombie villagers and a witch so I can convert those so I can have a villager trading hall. But for right now, I really just want it to not be nighttime all the time. So I'm gonna wait here. So here's another reason why I want a bed. It's been raining for quite some time now, and it just started thundering, and there's nothing I can do about it because I can't sleep, so I can't get rid of it. So this is my life now, I guess. So we are now at the point where I haven't slept in so long that phantoms are starting to spawn, so I'm hanging out here for a while. At least the sun's coming up. So something else that I wanted to get done this episode while the sun is getting higher in the sky is I wanted to make my way out to that island over there because that will give us a new type of wood and it will give us snow and pumpkins and sweet berries, which are all good things. So I'm gonna head on over there. So I'm on my way to the Spruce Island right now. There's the starting island over there, and for one, it started raining as I was heading over there, but also, just as I was going to check to see how much farther I had to go, I turned around and I saw this. So this is one of the new trial chambers that are in 1.21. And I'll be honest, until I saw it right now, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to get one of them in Skyblock. So that's not for today, but sometime in the future I will be tackling that. So I've made it to the Spruce Island, and I did what I did on the Jungle Island and just built a platform. But for this one, I am actually going to chop down the tree. But first, I'm going to get some of this snow. Because in the future, we'll be able to make a snow golem, and that'll be very helpful. And then I'm going to take this pumpkin. I'm just going to pick the berries and get pricked a little bit along the way. I'm going to put those up and then start chopping. Spruce is a very nice kind of wood, so I really want to make sure that I get some saplings. And while I'm here, I'm also going to take some of this dirt, because dirt is extremely valuable, and I want to have as much of it as I can. I am going to leave that there just in case something happens with the ones in my inventory. I want to be able to get some more if I need. And I'm going to light it up. So far, I'm not really liking this. I haven't gotten a single sapling from this yet. Still got a few leaf blocks left, but I'm really hoping I can get one because I don't want to have to wait for the wandering trader to show up. Because I don't have any emeralds yet. I will eventually, once I get some zombie villagers, but for now, I'm flat broke. Just 2 left. So while I'm over here, I can see a birch island over there. There's the nether island right there, and then farther on is a sand island with a cactus on it. And then there's a geode, and it looks like an icy biome over there. So now that I've started bridging out into these outer islands, even more are appearing. So I will have a chance to get some more resources later. I'm just really hoping I'll get something from this. So that is some very bad luck. Not a single sapling dropped from that, but I do want to get going because I want to get back to the main island before more phantoms start spawning. So here I go, making the long trek back. Okay, so I'm back on my main island, and I actually ended up rebuilding my mob spawner because it just wasn't working, and I'm not a technical Minecrafter by any stretch of the imagination, but I thought maybe I just built it a little bit too close to where I was spending most of my time. So I took down this one, and I am going to leave this platform here because it could be useful for things like tree growing or farming eventually. So I'm not going to waste the space. But I ended up building it a few blocks out this way, and it's working. I'm just hearing a skeleton in there right now, but it is nice to have proof of concept. So the bed is in sight. Okay, so now that my mob spawner is working and I'm getting some resources built up, I decided I would really like to end the episode off with having a different kind of tree. I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to get any spruce saplings, but there's one that I think could probably guarantee I get some saplings. And that is the mangrove tree. And just to be extra sure, I'm gonna bring some bone meal. So, here I go again, bridging over the void. And we've made it. So I'm gonna do my typical little platform around the edge. For this tree, I'm not gonna cut it down. Just like I saved the jungle tree, I want to leave this one here, at least for a little bit. Because for this one, I can get the saplings without cutting down the tree. So, if possible, I want to leave it here, just in case something happens. So now I'm going to take a little look around. So out that way, we can see a cherry island, cherry grove. There we can see the birch island that we saw from the spruce island. And then over that way, if I can get around there, there's dark oak. Now for that one, I'm probably not going to go get it until I can get fortune on some sort of tool, because I really, really need to get 4 saplings of those, and I don't want to... I want to maximize my chances. But for now, we've got a little island with an infinite water source, some mud, and the mangrove tree. Now I'm a little short. I'm out of slabs, so I'm just gonna have to move very carefully. And I see a propagule right there. So, see if I can get it just right. Yes! Okay, now I'm going to carefully make my way back home. And now that I'm back home, I'm going to use one of my precious pieces of dirt. I'm going to plant my propagule. And that will give us access to another type of wood. So far, we've got oak and mangrove. So yeah, all these fires. Next on my list is to get a bed, and then we can get moving. So I figured while I wait for my tree to grow, now would be a very good time to show you how the mob farm is working. So I just have it blocked off with a couple of slabs, so there's just this little place for me to crouch. They can't get me, but I can swing at them. And it's very basic, and I will be upgrading this to something else later. But for now, it's functional, and that's really all I need it to be. Yep. So the sun is beginning to rise again, and I've decided I want to do something slightly risky. But first, I need to prepare a place for it. So the mangrove island has an infinite water source, which is something that is incredibly useful. And I really want that so that I can take mine and turn it into an infinite water source, so I don't have to worry about possibly losing this. But to do that, I need to risk losing this. This is the only one of these that I have, and it's really important that I keep it. So I'm gonna make my way back over to the island and just hope I don't fall off. As I made my way over here, it occurred to me that I completely neglected to light this up. So I'm very lucky that there were no mobs waiting for me when I came back. But now that I'm here, I'm gonna... Oh, and No slabs. That's okay. I'm just going to carefully make my way around and take water from here. So if I can make it back safe and sound, I will have infinite water. Water secured. Infinite source coming up. And there we go. Now I have infinite water. And it occurs to me that now that I have cocoa beans and a functioning mob farm, I have got bone meal to spare. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Or not. Or I won't. I tell you, today has not gone how I would expected it to go, but that's okay. We have a propagule, we have a mob spawner, and we may not have spruce saplings, but we do have oak, and we now have infinite water. So I think that'll be a good place to sign off for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like if you like, subscribe if you so choose, and comment what you would like to see me do in the future. See y'all!